Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now in today's step-by-step video, we're going to be getting started with a C4 that you guys can do over for the Expo bomb site. Now this one's going to be when the enemy team is going to start making vert. They're just going to be baiting for any like droning basically to basically lure people over the top of you, and then you're going to basically nitro over the top of you. Technically you could do this anywhere, but I wanted to show you guys that in particular. Like I was waiting for someone to drone me so that way I could toss a nitro preemptively, looking out for like the buck or whoever else would make vert above me to get myself a free kill. This next one's going to be over on consulate. This is going to be for the garage wall. Make sure you're lined up with the pillar right here. You're standing, you're all the way back, and then you toss your nitro cell out towards the middle of the breach here to get yourself a free kill. This is another example of how to do it. This one I actually messed up because I was actually crouching. So make sure you're standing and whenever you do it. Now, this one I'm still going to land it because I walk slightly forward, but I end up actually dying this round instead. But I do get a double nitro cell on a Mav and glass combo that they were doing on the breach right there. But if I was standing, I wouldn't have died, and I would have been able to just line up the nitro cell right away and got myself a free kill. Now, this next clip is actually going to be Fuse. This is going to be for the clubhouse basement bomb site. We're going to be playing Fuse to basically get open the hatch, and we're basically, so the idea with Fuse on this bomb site is like we're using Fuse to clear out any potential nitro cell person for back arsenal. Now, yes, don't get me wrong, there is a world where they could like pre-place a nitro, and then I walk into it and then I just die, but the idea here is that we're just trying to get in really quickly, do a Fuse charge to basically break all of the C4s, and then we're going to keep doing Fuse charges to make sure that nobody can essentially stop me from opening this hatch. So you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and do some fuses next to the hatch, do another fuse next to the hatch, and I'm just going to keep doing it to make sure that the enemy team can't actually deny the hatch. They can't impact trick, they can't C4 me, they can't do anything because of the fuse charges basically protecting me. The reason why I bring up Fuse for this bomb site is because sometimes in a very blue moon, you'll get a Habana ban on this bomb site. You can see right here, I'm going to kill a Tuberal as well right here. But yeah, sometimes they ban Habana. So how do you get this hatch open? The only real option is Fuse. Now right here, I'm actually going to drop the hatch because there's actually nobody else playing for back arsenal here. This is one of the things that I always say is like a really bad habit that teams have, is that they leave the bomb site open with only one person playing for back arsenal, and when you do that, it actually opens up plays where like if you kill one person's site, you can actually just drop right away. You can go ahead and kill one guy for blue here, and then we go ahead and kill another guy for bottom main right there to basically secure the round. The last guy was actually in dirt in this position, so I guess it wasn't completely open, but the warden was really deep in dirt, which actually opens up a play for me to go ahead and drop, get myself a free kill on blue, get another free kill down the hallway from main, and basically that secures the round right there. I would always recommend to have at least 2 people watching back arsenal, and if you aren't, then expect the enemy team to start dropping the hatches basically when you do give up your person for back arsenal. Right here is going to be another one of those rounds where I'm going to be trying to two-brow trick. This time we're going to be doing it with Bandit instead of Cade, just to see if it is possible. It's honestly not possible, guys. I'm going to be honest. No matter what you do, it's not really possible if the enemy team has Thatcher on the board. So you're better off just going ahead and banning Thatcher. But you can see right here, I'm basically just burning out time like crazy so my Bandit can go ahead and rotate over and start getting the wall open. Or excuse me, start bandit tricking the wall without my support basically. However, it's not going to be enough. They're going to still be able to open the wall very easily. You're going to see right here, they're going to go ahead and EMP. Now, there actually was a world where my bandit walked up and picked up that bandit charge after he basically tricked it once and went and basically tricked it again. He could have, but he ended up not doing it. I ended up telling him to walk up and do it, but he didn't. He like ended up doing it so late that it didn't end up like actually mattering anymore basically. So two-bar tricking I don't think is possible, but I do think that you could technically slow down the wall enough so that your bandit could come over and bandit trick potentially. Maybe there's a world where that's possible, but yeah, for this specific round we didn't end up being able to do that because our bandit was just way too slow and super unsure about himself for some reason. Now this actual position here is going to actually turn into a 2v4. You're going to see my bandit's going to go ahead and walk up close to the single wall. It's not a bad idea to do that, but he's basically putting himself in like a forced gunfight position where he's essentially going to have to take a gunfight with the guy that's outside of the single wall in this position, because they also opened up the single wall as well, not just the wall that they got over on my side of the map. One of my roamers ends up dying as well, so in this position we need time. So my Clash is going to go ahead and ping for me for this ram that's over by vending machine here. So I'm going to go ahead and get one kill on the ram through the vertical that she made herself. And then we're going to go ahead and peek towards the breach. There's going to be a fuse that ended up walking in here. There's going to actually be a Dokubi that's going to peek me on this doorway right here. We actually end up injuring the Dokubi right here with our last 3 bullets of our DMR here. And then the last guy is obviously the fuse that planted on the default double wall here. He planted on the hop up here. So all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and swing aggressively with our pistol here to go ahead and get ourselves a free kill. Because obviously the fuse is going to be looking for the refrag there in that position. Because of the fact that my Clash is only zapping him, he's not putting down his shield, which is a big blunder by Clash in my opinion. Right there, he should definitely be putting his shield down, because if the fuse runs at him, then obviously I'm going to get the kill right there and we're going to secure the round. But if he doesn't do that and the fuse ends up killing me, then all of a sudden we're in bad shape, because now the only way to win is for our Clash to actually put his shield down to look for the refrag. You see what I'm saying? Because the diffuser is down. So the fact that he didn't do that is actually a really big blunder. But luckily we were expecting the fuse to look for the refrag gunfight right away, and we were able to secure that kill to secure the round. This next clip's going to be over on console here. We're going to be playing Blitz. Now, technically, you could do this push that I'm about to do with any shield operator, but I personally like Blitz the most. I think Blitz is probably the best. Probably the second best would be like Monty, but I think Monty is probably stronger overall. If you have a good team with you. If you have a good team, I think Monty's probably the best operator. But if you don't have a good team with you, then solo queue wise, your Blitz is probably your best bet, because then you're going to be able to get like your all the kills you need to actually set up the push. But basically the idea with this push is that we're going to be playing Blitz here. We're going to be pushing through admin. We're going to have one of our teammates basically get us into admin here with some flashbangs. We're going to rappel in. We're going to go ahead and clear out break room. Right here, we're actually shooting at the corner inside of break room here. The reason why I do this is because some people like to actually rat in this like little corner right here. So I like to shoot at this corner here to basically signify to any enemy rat players that I know that they're in that position. Because what are you going to do if you start getting shot at in this position? You're going to just stand up and you're going to try to run, right? Or you're going to try to like make a play. You're probably not going to stick to your rat play, you know what I mean? So that's why I ended up shooting at that corner, is because I wanted to try to flush out any potential rat players in this position. But right here, we're going to do our common play here. We're going to smoke out the hallway. We're going to rush this guy on vending, because we knew there was a castle over by vending in this position. Dokubi walks in spiral but gets refragged by Doc. This Doc is actually going to rotate through the doorway behind me for secretary. I'm actually not going to be aware of this information, so he's going to end up shooting me in the back. But we're going to go ahead and flash him out here once he pushes up aggressively to look for a kill onto me. And basically that's going to secure the round, because we got reception control. My last teammate's going to go ahead and kill the last guy in this position. However, in this position we could also just easily just rotate from reception, go over to a default plant, cover cross, and it's GG's on the spot. My teammate ended up getting the last kill, so it didn't reach that point. But once we do get reception control like that, it's pretty much just me rotating over to the site doorway to basically look for a plant and secure the round like that. This next round, we're going to be over on console. We're going to be playing the kitchen bomb site. We actually started this round off by getting a spawn peek through the infirmary window. I don't know what's up with that window, but nobody's watching out for that spawn peek this season so far. I haven't had a single person like even look to like pre-fire me or anything like that. I've pretty much guaranteed myself like a free kill off of that window if they actually push that side of the map. Like pretty much every single time. I don't think anybody's actually even shot back at me yet. So highly would recommend that that specific spawn peek. One of the things that I like to do when I play this bomb site is I like to play inside of infirmary here. The idea that I'm going for is that I'm basically trying to shut down any type of push in this map or on this side of the map in general. So basically what the enemy team tries to do to basically get control of this side of the map is they're going to try to do like a Blackbird push, where Blackbird's actually going to end up jumping into this window. This is honestly like a horrible window to actually jump into if you're a shield player, because basically you don't know how many players are going to be actually like inside of infirmary that can basically look down on you. And there's also another hard counter to you in this position where you basically hop over the top of this little like screen, I guess, inside of infirmary to basically get yourself any free kills on any shield players that do end up hopping in. So you're going to see right here, he's going to go ahead and jump into the window. I'm going to go ahead and see him right here. I'm going to go ahead and hop over, get myself a free kill. And then one of the last guys in this position is going to be over by the laundry side in this position. This is the guy I was originally afraid of pushing up in this position, but we're going to go ahead and just play a little angle here. Once he starts shooting at one of my teammates, I'm going to go ahead and swing aggressively to get myself a free kill. And then the last guy in this position, the Ash, is actually going to end up shooting me from behind. He actually walks around my barbed wire. This is actually a slight blunder by me in this position. And he's going to end up getting a free kill into me. However, it's still a 2v1 position here. So all my team really needs to do at this point is just go ahead and burn a little bit of time. The last guy pretty much doesn't have a choice but to just try to walk into sight into a 2v1 cross. And if you're walking into a 2v1 cross, obviously you're not going to be able to win that, so we're going to go ahead and secure the round right there. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's step-by-step video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!